4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Kalen Bullock there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down.
And what a nice job there, getting his feet down on the sideline to secure his first catch of the game. They need to continue to find ways to get him involved, however the opportunity presents.
They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And this is going to work out a little better. He'll get 9 on that one, but they're going to need to convert on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Yes, he does. 1st and goal coming up. On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he's into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown, Ravens.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass. A dive, and he's in. The 2-point conversion is successful.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up short. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Kirk is the motion man. They'll go play action with Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have, you are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
They'll run it with Henry. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force them down for a loss.
on third down. Jackson on the run to the right. He's got it inside the 5. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now it is first and goal. Henry will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Give him a second touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more.
The Ravens will line up.
They'll let Henry try to run for it. And he's in for the 2-point conversion to make it 16-0.
16. Texans nothing.
We are through 1. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He'll air one out for Higgins. That's caught. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. A pickup of 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down for Houston.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Second down, here's a run, and here's Mixon. And he's into the end zone. What a response! Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 7.
They'll go again here with Henry. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he will score again. Derrick Henry Baltimore. What a half he is putting together. That's his third touchdown already. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for 2. He's going to try to do it himself. And this time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line, maybe a little winded after that long touchdown run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Kirk is the motion man. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt.